It's a very dark and very dull day, which is quite fitting for the location that we're now at. We're at the former RAF Coleby Grange Watch Office or Air Traffic Control Tower, which at one time during World War II was a hub for much aerial activity from its airfield. At the end of the Second World War, the airfield was decommissioned, and I believe in 1959 to 1963 it was reopened and re-equipped with nuclear missiles, which ended at the end of the Cuban Missile Crisis. And following that, of course, in the intervening years, the site has gradually reduced to what is left here today, which basically is this ruin of an air traffic control tower and part of the runway. The site indeed is haunted. It has a reputation for weird lights that have been seen flashing from windows. Ghosts have been seen daytime and night of former RAF personnel. And on one occasion, a man was sat here eating lunch and he actually saw the ghost of an RAF Polish fighter pilot. There is certainly a lot of history attached to this building, particularly so with the paranormal activity that's recorded, and that also of shadows, e.v.p, a.v.p, stones being thrown, and indeed a whole plethora of different types of activity. It's a little bit windy and breezy here today, so it may affect the audio on the camcorder, but before we do our night investigation, I want to take you around the site, around this building, to give you a flavour of where we are. We're currently standing on the upper floor in the main flight office, and if I walk over here, you can see that there's part of the original runway still standing there. The planes would taxi down here, and of course from here the officers would look to see how many planes came in following a mission, so they would discover how many pilots were missing. It's certainly a lot of tragedy attached to this building. And if we wander through here, someone has painted on the floor, "Welcome to Hell House." Whether that's going to be the case for tonight, I honestly don't know, but I certainly hope it isn't. The offices here have no windows. Everything is open. It's very windy. And if you bring the camera forward, Alan, you can see inside one or two of these offices that give you an idea of how basic they really are. And over here as well. And so on and so forth. If we come over here, back to the staircase, this staircase has a reputation. Apparently during the war, one of the pilot officers slipped and fell and cracked his head and died. And subsequently, people have experienced nausea or excruciating headaches as a result of walking up and down this staircase. So it's something which I find a little bit worrying, and I'm hoping that tonight at least that particular phenomena will be left alone. But anyway, we'll go back down the stairs. This is where the officer fell to his death. Also believe in May every year a ghost of an officer is seen, a commanding officer is seen from the flight office looking out for the return of one of his friends who he sent to his death on a mission. Of course, during the war, there could be no favouritism, and if pilots were required to fly missions, they had to go, and so reluctantly, this particular fellow was sent on a mission and never returned. And this person, this officer who appears here every May, is obviously racked with guilt, and that's why he appears to look longingly for his lost friend. Now we're coming into this main corridor. Footsteps have been heard along this corridor in the past. The sound of people, personnel walking and also talking. Voices have been heard in this corridor. And the layout is very similar to the upstairs. It's very basic. And again, this is the downstairs below the main flight office upstairs. Now we've got bales of straw outside, but even these windows are still here as a memory of that long lost conflict, which thank God ended in 1945. I'm hoping that tonight's spiritual activity here will open up for us and give us an opportunity to be able to see and experience some form of paranormal activity. And what about yourself, Alan? I've got Alan Carter with me, by the way. He's on the camera.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, well, fingers crossed we get something tonight. It's not really picking up anything at all from it.
How long have you been doing the paranormal, Alan?
Since the mid-90s. Yeah.
So you're an old handed at this?
Yeah.
And what do you think of this place on the spook factor as far as paranormal activities and locations?
From what I've seen, from the research I've done on the place, it's got potential to be quite aggressive with, you know, stones and stuff being thrown.
Oh yes, we have that phenomenon.
So, yeah, fingers crossed we get something like that, but, you know, any kind of e.v.p. or anything that we get would be good.
Yep, absolutely. This is the corridor going towards the staircase, so this will feature heavily tonight. I intend to focus around that staircase, so go down the corridor and you've got a nice view going through there. It'd be nice to see whether or not we pick anything up here tonight. And as you can see, it goes all the way up the staircase. We're going to have to be very careful with that ledge on the steps, because that's concrete mixed with stone, so it's particularly sharp and dangerous. Okay, that's as much as I can say really. It's a derelict building. It's not a particularly large air traffic control tower. I've seen bigger, but historically and of course paranormally, it is a very significant and exciting place to investigate, and I look forward to seeing you guys here tonight, joining us on our Halloween special paranormal investigation at RAF Coleby Grange. Okay, we've now returned to the former RAF Coleby Air Traffic Control Tower, where we're hoping to engage in a pleasant and peaceful manner with spirit inside this building. We certainly haven't come here to cause offence, perhaps unlike some other people have here in the past, looking at some of the damage and the graffiti that's been caused here. And I've got on the other camera is Alan. Do you want to say hello?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll put my camera back on. We'll sit together. It's very windy and very breezy. This is the staircase that we felt energy at earlier, wasn't it, Jerry? This seems to be the core area of the building for some reason. And to the spirits of this building, we have come here in love, light and peace. I mean you no offence whatsoever. I just wish to make peaceful and friendly contact. My name is Chris and I'm with...
My name's Owen.
You got anything you wish to say, Alan?
Not at the moment, no. Just want to see how it
goes. Okay. Where should we stand? That's the question, isn't it? It's a bit breezy out here. As you can see, Alan's scoring into the rooms. I'm going to stand here to get out the draft. You're going to notice a lot of breeze on the audio tonight. There's nothing we can do about it. We're in a very exposed building, open to the elements, and there's strong drafts blowing in through all windows. I'll stand down here. Anyone can listen on this, on the audio, you can hear, in fact it's traffic, running of traffic on the A15, which is very close to where we are. It's about 10:15 at night, so it's quite late. Any friendly spirits of this building? We come here in love, line, peace. We mean you no harm or disrespect. I mean that with the uttermost sincerity of my heart, and so does my friend Alan. Certainly is very spooky in here. It has a certain atmosphere to it, don't you think, Alan?
Yeah. Yeah, it's eerie.
Especially that wind howling.
It's also because, especially standing in this hallway, so to speak, you do feel a little bit claustrophobic, and that's going to play with the mind.
Lots of little rooms which are adjunct to the main corridor. It's not a particularly big air traffic control tower, but obviously it worked with purpose throughout the war, and it was just really an area for which the command could direct flights from, coming in and taking off from this airfield. And pretty cold on the hands, I can tell you that. Should we have a launder upstairs?
Yeah, why not?
Better put your light on here, mate. Okay, we're on the upper floor. There is a floor above us, but to be honest with you, it's too dangerous to access. And not only that, it's very windy up here. You can see there's been people in here drinking coffee and what other activities they've got on with, I don't know. Okay, it's very windy again. There's no glass in the windows, they went long ago. Oh, something happened then. In the corridor I saw a small black object. It looked like a bat, but moved very slowly across what looks to be an open window. I may have imagined this, but I definitely saw a black object going across this open doorway. So hopefully it's there on the videotape. I haven't got a clue what it was. If it was a bat, it was moving very slowly, like a balloon in the drift of the breeze. But it was certainly there. This is the window. Yeah. Here, I saw something black drift across the right of this window. Here, it feels different in here. Yeah, it's a different atmosphere in here, totally different. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling something different in here. There's definitely a presence in here. A strange smell.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Over my right eye was completely blacked out.
Your right eye was blacked
My
out.
right eye was completely blacked out, like something was right by my face.
Did you actually lose vision in the true sense, or did it just feel like something had
It
covered
was
your
like
eye?
something stepped right up to my face, right there, my right eye, the vision in my right eye completely gone.
Wow.
Because I can see what I'm doing, because the light from this screen, you know, I can look around, I can make out where the walls are and stuff. But for a moment, yeah, completely black.
Who are you? Can you tell us your name, please? I'm not here to offend you in any shape or form. I come here with the utmost respect to you. I mean that with the sincerity of my heart. I haven't come here to offend anybody. I feel compelled to go in here. I know it's windy in here, but this is the main flight office. This is where they would have directed the flights coming in and out. My camera went out of focus, oh, it's light in the distance, okay, it's all right. This is the main flight office where people would stand here patiently waiting for aircraft to return late from missions. And ostensibly this was used a lot by night fighter operations. Yet the camera keeps going in and out of focus.
Yeah, I got that a few seconds ago.
The presence that I felt in the upper office, I feel these people to be flight personnel. I don't feel any non-military here. It feels neutral in here, but again, let's go through here. It's very breezy, I can't, it's too windy in there. What's out here? That's just where we were before, wasn't it? Yeah, it's still an atmosphere back in here again. That's Alan's light flashing across there.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I'm just explaining to the camera. In case, strange perfume, just pick that up. Can you smell it? No, I'm not being rude. It's not you. I'm smelling that. It's like an aftershave. Very strange. I think this tower is noted, I believe, from what I said earlier today. I think it's also smells here that people picked up. Okay, let's wander through to the other side, mate. Been in there, we've done that one. Yeah, it's water. You know, I heard down here.
Yeah, solitary drip.
Yeah, that's where I heard that was a drip. Okay, let's go back down the stairs. There's something there. That could be a raindrop. Not feeling anything here. Anything really means back at you.
Drop of water just hit your head.
Oh yeah, because of the hole upstairs. You've got to be careful. Well, I was disorientated because I'm looking at the viewing panel on the seat on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera's really going out of focus on the corridor now. It's the door reclaiming. You can hear the rain.
Yeah.
It's absolutely pouring down outside. We've been here coming up to now about 40 minutes and we certainly haven't picked up a great deal of activity. We have had two interesting incidents where I thought I saw a black object drift across an open window, and Alan had the experience of a black object obscuring his vision in one eye temporarily. I believe I saw an orb earlier, and I certainly think that there is activity going on around us because I can sense it. Whether that will translate to anything meaningful is difficult to say. I keep hearing noises around me. But we're going to carry on for an hour anyway, and hopefully we're going to pick something up worth sharing with you. But at the moment it's very creepy.
Yes.
One of the creepiest places I've ever been to, but creepy in a different kind of way. It's difficult to put my finger upon it, but it's certainly interesting, to say the very least. Anyway, carry on for a little bit longer, shall we, Alan?
Yeah.
It's pouring down with rain outside, isn't it?
Yeah. Not good.
What about yourself? Anything you want to add to Cam?
No, not at the moment. Yeah, just see what happens, and hopefully, at least some noises would be nice.
Oh, yeah, totally, yeah. Pleasant noises.
Yeah.
It isn't a great little room here, is it? It's pretty small.
No, I think that definitely adds to the creepiness. Where do you get it out of focus the most? Is it down this hallway?
It varies. It's been upstairs, particularly in the main flight office, and certainly in the other room coming into that. But I don't know whether it's an effect of the wind and I've also had it down the corridor as well. Yeah, it's certainly gone out of focus down here. Did you speak?
Me, no.
I heard I heard someone whisper like that.
That way.
Down behind me, where you are. That's why I thought it was you. What?
It's alright. Nothing.
All right, it's just
Nothing.
what, panicked.
Yeah.
I definitely heard e.v.p. It was a voice whispering, or a very harsh, dry voice. There's somebody around us. I can feel it all the time. That's why I keep turning around. It's very weird.
It's weird. Suddenly, just not creepy at all.
No, I don't see it. It doesn't feel.
Yeah.
But there's
All of a
definitely
sudden-
presences around us.
Yeah, maybe it's the calm before the storm, I don't know, but
No, I just feel it's the way that this place is. I don't think they like negative, horrible people here.
no.
But I definitely heard e.v.p. and I definitely saw some weird anomalies, a weird anomaly upstairs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I saw an orb. That light's flashing is out on the road. We're next to the A15. Feels completely flat now.
Yeah.
Not picking anything up. Do you want to pop upstairs one more time?
Yeah, okay.
Just got gripped. We're on the upper floor now. You've got to be careful in here, just to show you. These holes here lead to an outside staircase which goes to the roof, but just give you an idea, it's really loose, this fence, very wobbly, the stairs are dangerous, there's absolutely no way I'm going up there. And the other factor we've got here, someone's made a large hole in the ground, so we have to be particularly careful where we tread. Again, just here, I felt faint again. Again, just here, I felt faint again. Twice standing here, I felt faint. Standing here twice this evening, I felt dizziness just standing here with the camera, and it's just affected me again. I felt as though I was about to pass out. I don't know what's causing it. It's just weird where this black market's more or less. Standing here twice, I felt like I wanted to pass out. And the only way I got away from it was to step away from it. That was weird, wasn't it? So another anomaly that we picked up. I'm pretty sure that when people watch this video, they'll say, oh yeah, I've been there. I've had the same thing happen to me.
Yeah, I reckon. So I got a pain in my left temple when we was downstairs.
Yep.
Wasn't sure, but
Mind your
I've been
camera.
staring at this screen.
Yep.
But yeah, there are reports of severe headache and sickness, isn't there?
I think,
This place.
yeah, especially going through that staircase.
Yeah.
Can you stand back away from me, please? There's someone over. I'm feeling dizzy. I have to go downstairs. I'm not feeling good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I need to get away from that. I don't know what it is. It's something like a nausea. Yeah, I don't feel it so much here, but up there I felt it. I felt like I was going to pass out again. Upstairs, and again, this time I felt that I was being dragged down. It was a horrible feeling, and I had to get back downstairs. And now we return down here, it's gone away again. I'm not feeling good. I don't know what it is.
I must admit, I'm not exactly 100%.
Yeah. It doesn't feel so bad coming downstairs, but up there I felt really nauseous. Both our tapes are running out here. I don't feel particularly good. Certainly I'm hoping we've captured something interesting. I definitely heard e.v.p. I've seen some strange anomalies that I've described on camera, which I hope will bear fruit into something worthwhile. I saw a white flash going across the wall, which I'm certain wasn't Alan, because Alan was nowhere near where I was standing. But I found the whole experience here to be creepy, but very, very interesting at the same time. And there's certainly very strong presences of those air crews in this building. There are people still here. And what have you thought, Alan?
Stabbing pain in my left temple. Initially I was creeped out, but all of a sudden it just calmed. You know, there's absolutely none of that at all. Obviously I had something blocking my right eye, very, very briefly. And maybe some kind of audio upstairs, a brief vocal that we heard.
Oh yes, I heard a funny
Yeah.
noise too. You never heard the voice that I heard, but you obviously heard other things.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it seems very selective, doesn't it, on who it's affected tonight? Don't you think?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But it's been very interesting. It's freezing cold, it's wet and miserable. It's not the right time of the year to go ghost hunting or paranormal investigation, or call it what you will. But for us, it's certainly been a very interesting experience. Anyway, we're going to take some digital still photographs. If anything comes up which is worth sharing, you can see them here. But in any case, we hope you've enjoyed this special Halloween broadcast from Haunted Earth with our guest, Alan Carter. Have you enjoyed it?
It's been great.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for joining us here tonight.
Thank you.
And thanks very much to you folks at home for watching. Thank you. Happy Halloween. We've returned after the night investigation here at RAF Coleby Grange, which the biggest excitement was actually when we were leaving and we spotted two bright lights coming from one of the windows. We didn't actually physically see it, it was only revealed when we analysed the photographs that we took of the building as we left the site. The lights, as far as we're aware, were coming from this end of the building. Now, of course, you can see that this building is derelict. There are no electrical sources here whatsoever. There is nothing here that could generate the lights that we picked up on camera. And let me just show you that sequence of lights one more time. As you saw, there was nothing in that window, then the lights gradually appeared, and then they gradually separated. They came to an intensity where they were almost touching each other, then they gradually separated and then faded away. We would ascertain that the lights were coming from either this window or that window. I'm not sure at the moment, but look at here, we've got like a ledge in here. I wonder if this watch office had special lights fitted here during the war. There's certainly nothing there now. Have a look, take the camera forward, Alan, and just show that there's nothing here where anything could be plugged into, where any lights could have been generated from. And if we go to the other window ledge, just to cover that as well, there's nothing here, just a broken window and nothing else. The argument could be, from some people, that it must have been lights coming across from the airfield. Well, there is nothing here. If we bring the camera over here, Alan, and if you can scan across the outside, there's nothing that could give any indication of a light source. The views are blocked by huge boughs of hay, and it's just open fields. There's absolutely nothing left other than this building in which we're standing. So, bearing in mind that this site has a reputation for haunted lights appearing from windows, and I believe mostly from what I read, they were alleged to be observed from an upper floor window, but we actually saw it from downstairs. Two bright lights, almost converging on each other, then slowly separating apart. Was this spirit saying goodbye to us because we showed a great deal of respect here during our investigation? Or was this something else, something more significant? But I was completely gobsmacked when I saw it, and I wasn't the only person who took pictures. Alan also took pictures, and I believe in one photograph you did have two faint orbs, but it appeared to be in my camera. Now let me explain something about the operation of my camera. When I left last night, the flash wasn't working properly, so I set it to take two flash photographs. But what actually happened, it took one flash photograph and the other photograph was in darkness, and it's that picture in darkness that you can mostly see the intensity of those lights. So had I not had the camera set in that position, we wouldn't be talking about these unusual lights tonight, and they were really, really intensely brilliant. I was absolutely bowled over by it. I've never seen this phenomenon before in this particular way, and certainly coming from this location, which is completely bereft of any electrical sources, both inside and outside the building. And I'll bring you back to Alan again. You saw the pictures of the lights, Alan. What do you think?
Well, there's absolutely no reason for the lights being there. I mean, you could possibly explain it with light reflection from the flash, but any potential reflective surface we've got here is all completely rusted over.
There's no glass.
Well, yeah, but you've got the metal frames.
But they're rusted.
There's nothing to reflect light at all.
So it really is unexplained.
Yeah.
Do you get the impression, because we did show respect, like I suggested earlier, that they were probably being nice to us and saying goodbye, and were flashing those lights as a guide for us to leave the site?
Yeah, it's possible, yeah.
We never felt anything untowardly unpleasant, other than the fact that I felt nauseous at some point upstairs and I had to come downstairs. But other than that, and the other light anomalies that we think that we saw and felt, it was pretty sedate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. Well, that's really about it from me, other than to say we've taken a number of photographs, both daytime and nighttime, which can be viewed and shared from my Facebook page at Chris Halton, Haunted Earth on Facebook. And on that note, thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon.